What up? Romine here yet again. Today we're talking about the AR-15, the dreaded AR-15. Oh my gosh. We're going to talk about what it is, how it works, and how it's semi-auto, just like the handgun. So, this is an AR-15. It's big, it's black, and if you don't like it, you're a racist. We all know how y'all feel about big and black things. So let's talk about some nomenclature real quick. This is a brace, but a lot of AR-15s come with a stock. It generally looks the same, except for the pistol brace. You can put your hand in here if you're impaired and rest it on your arm to make it easier for you to shoot. All right, a stock, the only difference is you can't put your hand in it. It's just soft on the back and you put it in the pocket of your shoulder. All right, now currently at the time of filming this video, there's a lot of talk about the pistol brace. Is it going to be banned? Is it not going to be banned? I don't know, we'll see. But that's that. This is a brace, but there's also a stock that you can't put your hand through. This right here is the castle nut. This right here is the forward assist. This is the charging handle, okay? This right here and this right here is the bolt release. It's ambidextrous on this gun. This is the safety switch. Once again, ambidextrous. These are the takedown pins, 1, 2. YouTube doesn't like you taking down guns on camera, so I'm not going to worry about it, but you would just use these to take it down. This is the rail. I have a foregrip right here to give me some more leverage, and on the tip I have a muzzle brake covered by a blast shield. That's to help dissipate the sound and everything away from me. When I'm shooting it indoors at a range, the people next to me aren't as happy because it's a little bit louder for them, but for me, I'm having a great time. So, it has a magazine which is fed similar to handguns. If you see my handgun videos, you'll see me inserting the magazine into the handgun. This is magazine fed as well, okay? Now, let's talk about why you want to use this. It's the simple matter of it's easier to shoot. If I have a handgun, right? I'm gonna show my SIG. Clear, safe. When I'm shooting the SIG, I have 2 points of contact. And I have 2 points of contact away from my face. The closer I get in to my body, the stronger I am. The further I get away, the weaker I am. So, 2 points of contact. With the rifle, you have 4 points of contact. So, if you have a stock, you're putting the stock in your shoulder. That's 1. Your hand is on the pistol grip. It's 2. I have my hand on the foregrip or on the rail. That's 3. And then my cheek is resting on the stock. 4. 1, 2, 3 are closer to me, and the 4th is a little bit further away. Now there's this general rule when it comes to firearms. The bigger the gun is, the easier it is to shoot. It goes against what you would normally think. Everybody just says, oh, just get a small gun. The smaller you go, the more it actually sucks to shoot. The bigger you go, the more weight you have to absorb that recoil, and the easier it is to hold on to. Now you add 4 points of contact. I can defend my life a lot easier with this as opposed to only having 2 points of contact. The recoil is dismal because there's so much real estate to absorb the blast. Okay, now If you watched my semi-auto handgun, I talked about safeties and how it didn't have a thumb safety on the slide, a manual safety. Well, you can put a handgun in a holster and cover the trigger guard. Same thing here. You're not putting a rifle in a holster. So the trigger guard's always going to be exposed. So in this case, you do want a manual safety switch, and you want to get good about it being on safe whenever you're not ready to fire. And then when you are ready to fire, you'll see this go up. You switch it to fire, boom, 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 you're done firing, goes back on safe. Okay? Because the trigger is always exposed. This is especially good habit to practice if you're training with other guys, because you can't just put it away. It's going to be pointed at somebody this way, whatever. So when you're on target, come off safe. When you're off target, back on safe. Fair enough? Now, this is semi-auto, just like the handgun. So I'm going to show you how that works right now. All right, so I'm about to shoot the AR-15. I'm going to show you that it's a semi-automatic, just like the handgun. AR doesn't stand for assault rifle. That's some gobbledygook meant to mislead people. It stands for Armalite rifle. So an AR-15 is essentially like, the Armalite rifle is essentially like an SUV. So you know how you have 4Runners, you have Jeeps, you have Broncos, you have all these different SUVs, different manufacturers. They all look slightly different, but they follow the same concept, the same model. Same with the AR platform. The Armalite rifle platform is made by various different companies, and they all look a little bit different. Some might have Picatinny rail, or might have M-lock railing, or the pistol grip might look a little bit different. Usually when people have AR-15s, they are different colors. You typically buy them in black, but you can buy them different colors. But most people always want to customize it, but the news isn't going to show that. They're just going to show black, because we all know how we feel about big black things. So when I press the trigger once, it's going to fire one shot. The auto part in semi-auto means it is going to automatically load another bullet into the chamber for me. So then I have to press the trigger again in order to fire another shot. So I got to press the trigger each time. There is no fully automatic. Safe and clear. There is no. That's fully automatic. It just burns everything you have. Semi-automatic is going to be one at a time. So before I get started here, these rounds, these are 223 rounds. This whole thing is not the bullet. This little tip, this copper looking tip, is the bullet. Everything in here is the gunpowder. So you're not getting hit with this massive bullet. This small bullet just has a lot of gunpowder behind it. So I'm going to load it in here. All right, clear. All right, loaded, ready to go. I'm just going to fire one shot. Nice and easy. Remember, I put it on safe. Now, as I lift up the gun and I see my sight picture here, my red dot optic, I'm going to switch it to fire, and I'm going to fire. Now I'm going to fire, because I let my finger off the trigger. I'm going to show you how if I leave my finger on the trigger, nothing happens, besides just shooting one shot. Finger still on the trigger. I'm still pressing the trigger. Why isn't it just shooting a bunch of people and wreaking havoc? Because it's a semi-auto. You can't legally buy fully automatic guns. You can't go into a gun store and say, hey, can you just cut me a deal and give me the real murderous, fully automatics that you have in the back? You can't do it. So it's a semi-auto, just like a handgun. It's no big deal. It's not a murderous weapon. It's just a tool. It's a tool like everything else. In the hands of a good guy, somebody who values life, he's going to save the day. In the hands of a psychopath who wants to take life, he's going to do that too. So like and subscribe. Romine, Austin Trainings. We out here. Share this with everybody you know. Getting it in.